January 1980. Your grandfather walks into a coin shop and buys gold at the very top of the greatest metals mania of the century. $850 an ounce. Smart man, hard asset, safe, right? Now count the years until that ounce just breaks even. Not grows, breaks even. 28 years. He buys under President Carter and gets his money back under President Bush, the second one. That is not an argument against gold. That is an argument for something almost nobody teaches. Before you buy an asset, know what your plan says when the asset goes against you for years. Today the war table holds three assets everyone is arguing about: Bitcoin, gold, and silver, and one boring plan that beats the entire debate. Not by picking the winner, by surviving long enough to matter. Fall in. Because the cliff is not a metals problem. November 10th, 2021. Somebody, maybe somebody like you, buys Bitcoin at the very top, $69,000, near enough. 13 months later, the same coin trades near 16,000, down roughly 3/4. Peak to trough, that cycle cut 77% off the top. Different century, different asset, exact same question your grandfather faced. What does your plan tell you to do next? If your honest answer is panic, hope, or check the feed, you do not have a plan. You have a mood, and the wasteland eats moods. So this episode is not about which of these three assets wins the next decade. Nobody on this channel pretends to know that. It is about the one discipline that works the same on all three and the honest math behind it, including the part the cheerleaders skip. The discipline is dollar cost averaging. DCA, fixed amount, fixed schedule, no matter what the price is doing. $50 every Friday. $500 on the first of the month. The amount is yours. The point is the schedule decides, not your gut. And here is the bridge most people never notice. If you have ever had a retirement account at work, a 401k, you have been dollar cost averaging for years. Every paycheck a fixed slice buys in, up market or down. You never chose it. It was chosen for you, and it quietly built more wealth for ordinary people than every hot tip in history. Today it becomes a choice. Same discipline, new territory. An exchange order that repeats, a standing by at the bullion dealer, a rule you write down and obey. Simple, boring, and before you adopt it, you deserve the honest math. Here is the part the DCA cheerleaders will not tell you. The largest fund company on the planet ran the numbers across markets, across decades. Investing a lump sum all at once beats spreading it out roughly 2 times out of 3. 2 out of 3. Why? Because markets rise more often than they fall, and every dollar waiting on the sidelines is a dollar not working. Cash drag is real. So if DCA usually loses to just buying everything today, why would anyone do it? Because DCA was never a return maximizing machine. It is insurance. Insurance against being your grandfather in 1980. Against dropping your whole stack the day before the cliff. You pay a premium, the expected return you give up, and you buy protection from the single worst outcome and from your own worst instincts. Insurance is not stupid. Buying it without knowing the premium is. Now, why does crypto change the stakes? Volatility. When an asset can fall 3/4 and has done it repeatedly, two things get bigger at the same time. The insurance gets more valuable because the cliff you are insuring against is taller. And the behavioral risk gets more dangerous because the most common way DCA fails is not math. It is abandonment. The plan gets paused at the exact bottom when every headline says the asset is dead, which quietly converts your strategy into buy high, stop low. The worst plan in finance, running on autopilot. So write this down. The schedule only counts if it survives the drawdown. If tonight's math is worth a bag to you, hit subscribe now. The algorithm is the only messenger this outpost has, and let's take this plan to the metals. Gold and silver, honestly. Gold's real job across centuries is not growth, it is memory. It preserves purchasing power, it does not compound it. Long flat stretches are normal, and you already met the 28-year one. Silver is a different animal. Most of its demand is industrial, so it trades like a risk asset wearing a monetary costume, bigger swings, deeper cliffs in both directions. and the famous gold-to-silver ratio. In 1980, an ounce of gold bought about 17 ounces of silver. In March 2020, it bought about 125. That ratio is a literacy tool. It teaches you how relative value moves. It is not a trading signal, and anyone selling you a recipe built on it is selling. Last, the friction nobody prices in. Dealer premiums over spot, storage, and in the United States, metals gains can be taxed as collectibles. Up to 28%, a ceiling, not a flat rate. Count the friction before it counts you. So here is the battle plan. 1 plan, all 3 assets, 5 decisions written down. 1. The split. How much of the stack goes to each asset is yours alone. That is allocation, and nobody on this screen makes that call for you. 2. The schedule. Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, pick one and let it decide. 3. The minimum buy. Fees, spreads, gas, premiums, small frequent buys can be structurally irrational. Do the arithmetic, find the size where friction stops eating you. 4. Custody. Cash waiting on an exchange is a loan to that exchange. 2022 taught the whole wasteland how those loans can end. Waiting funds live somewhere you control. 5. The pause rule. Write down in advance what legitimately stops this plan. Job loss counts. Emergency counts. The price feels high does not count. That is market timing wearing DCA's uniform. 1 warning and 1 confession. The warning: DCA does not make a bad asset good. Average into something dying and you are averaging into a grave. The schedule cannot save you from the asset. That is why the plan starts with assets you have already decided deserve years of your discipline. The confession: we looked for the canonical academic study of dollar cost averaging into physical gold. It does not exist. Dealer marketing exists. Accumulation plan brochures exist. Evidence does not. That silence is itself data, and it is exactly why you measure before you believe here and everywhere. So the episode ends the way an honest one has to, not with an allocation but with a question. Which regret can you actually live with, buying the top all at once or watching the bottom run away on schedule? Answer that, and the plan writes itself. The plan only works if it runs on intel instead of mood, and holding the line with cold intel is exactly what the Forge was built for. Defy Warlord Forge.app. The war table is free, the link is below. We provide the intel. You fight the war. If this episode armed you better than the debate ever did, pay it forward. Subscribe, hit like so the algorithm reaches the next survivor, and fall in at the Defy Warlords Telegram, the home-based chat and the announcements channel, both linked below. Same table Tuesday and Thursday. The wasteland does not care which asset you love. It cares whether you are still standing next cycle. Plan first. Move out.